Head coach Anthony Lynn from the LA Chargers here, and Kyle Brandt is singing boy band music. What'd you think of it? Good pipes? Was he singing all right?
Hey, good pipes, yeah. Better than mine, I can tell you that.
Than yours, all right. Last year for the Chargers, such an interesting year. You have this crazy offseason where you move the entire organization from San Diego to Los Angeles. You're playing in this temporary stadium. Starts off 0-4, and then the Chargers become one of the best teams in all of football. How do you use the momentum of 2017 as you head into 2018?
Well, I think the first thing we did was kept our coaching staff together. Now, we did lose a couple guys, and that's normal in the National Football League, but for the most part, we brought the coordinators back, most of the assistant coaches back, and just having that continuity to start the season this year, I think it's going to help. We're going to have some consistency.
Yeah, and you talk about the quarterback, Phillip Rivers. Again, an incredible season. You've been around the league. You're in Buffalo, New York. We can go through all the places you've played. After one season with Phillip as your quarterback, what do the fans need to know about number 17?
Well, I think they already know. You know, this guy, he's like a coach on the football field. He's a leader. He's a high-character young man. I mean, he works his tail off, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better quarterback.
We had a great experience as a country to watch on national TV in Thanksgiving Day, the Keenan Allen show. And this was an incredible comeback story in the football world after coming back from multiple injuries. And now it looks like that offense could get even better. You got Phillip coming back. Obviously, Melvin Gordon had a good year. All this talent. How good could this Chargers offense be in 2018?
You know, last year we lost a couple key linemen, and that hurt us a little bit. But once we got on the same page and we started clicking, and Keenan and Phillip developed a chemistry because Keenan missed the year before. And, you know, that was hard to stop because we could put Keenan in certain places and the matchups we could create. But this offense has a chance for a lot of points on the board, and we may add to it.
You've been in the league for now more than 2 decades. You've had all this experience seeing all these players. This running back crop is getting a lot of love in the draft, you know, and there's the Sony Michels, there's the guys. When you look at these kids, Barkley is getting all this hype. As a former running backs coach in this league for a long time and now a head coach in the NFL, how good is this running back group and what stands out to you?
It's a very deep group. You always have outstanding running backs every single year coming out. This year, you just happen to have more of them. It's pretty deep.
It's pretty deep. And then on defense for the Chargers this year, we had 2 of the best pass rushing players in the entire NFL in the same uniform, Bosa and Ingram. And then you had the great play from Casey Hayward, and then the linebackers played well. Bosa and Ingram, what's the limit for these guys? And you could say the sky's the limit, but honestly, how good can this guy be? Contextualize it, history of the NFL. Are they in that conversation?
I'll tell you what, you know, right now they're both young. They're both still developing. They're still growing. It's hard to say that they're great because, you know, the great pass rushers, you know, the Reggie Whites and the Charles Haley's, you don't want to put them in that class just yet. But the way these young men work and with the skill set that they have, they can be great. I can tell you that right now.
And now we look at the division. John Gruden joins the Raiders. They've got this whole new rebirth there. Kansas City went through some real changes. They're going to have a new quarterback. Denver, we don't know who's playing quarterback for them. It's almost as if the Chargers are the most stable of the 4 teams in the AFC West. When you look around the division, the outlook, as we sit here March 2nd, what is your view on the AFC West division?
It's the same as it was last year. It's a tough division, and we play each other every week, and we beat each other up. I think you're going to find the best pass rushers in this division, and pass rushers are key in today's game. So it's going to be a challenge. You know, we got to get over the hump. We got to beat Kansas City, and you know, we didn't match up too well against them last year. So you know, every decision we make this offseason, you know, we're looking at, can this team help us win this? Can this player help us win this division?
We love Phillip Rivers on the show. What the story we loved the most was that he would take a conversion van 2 hours every day back and forth from San Diego out there to the facility. Have you ever ridden on the van? Have you been on the truck? What is it like, the commute with Phillip Rivers? Do you have any experience with it, Coach?
No, I have not made the commute with him, and I'm not going to make the commute with him.
You don't want to do it?
No, but I have been in the truck.
How is it?
It's nice.
Souped up?
It's an office. It's what it is.
An
He got all the
office?
technology. He has the screens. He has all the tape. You know, yes. And he uses it. I mean, he prepares coming and going.
We had on Steve Wilkes, who worked with the Chargers years ago, and he says, off camera, he says, you know, Phillip's got a little bit of swag to him. Is that possible? I don't see Phillip Rivers as swag, but he's like, you don't know. Phillip, he knows music. He's hip. Phillip Rivers has some swag. Would you say Phillip Rivers has some swag?
Yeah, I say he has some swag.
I like that.
Yeah,
Bolo
no
tie,
doubt.
the whole deal.
No doubt. You know, you don't get to be that good without having no swag.
I agree. Last question, just about the draft, and you guys have a pick right in the middle there. The 17th pick, I believe, is where you're at, or the 16th pick. What can fans at home of the LA Chargers expect, and how does the process go from here to actual draft day?
Well, you can expect us to get the best player, best fit for our team, and we're not going to necessarily just look at a need. You know, we'll take probably what's best available, and then we'll change our scheme around that player's skill set. So we'll bring a guy on our team that fits the character, the style that we have. You know, last year I feel like our guys, I feel like they were competitive, they were tough, they were selfless. You know, all those core values that we like in a player, we'll make sure that we bring one on our roster.
I've got a couple of friends who are diehard Chargers fans, and they knew that you were coming on. They texted me and said, "Can you tell Coach to draft a kicker in the first round?" I said, "Dude, we're not drafting a kicker in the first round." I do believe you guys will make the right decision, though. Are you excited for what the next few months are for the Chargers?
I'm very excited, and yes, we are going to add a kicker.
There will be a kicker at some point. All right, guys, that's it. Guys, from out here in Indianapolis, the coach of the LA Chargers, and now we go back to New York. We're all over the globe today. We're all over America. Guys, Anthony Lynn, awesome head coach of the LA Chargers.
Philip Rivers has swag, and Kyle Brandt has vocal stylings.
That's me all day. Thank you, Coach Lynn.